This is a video on how to set up any camera when syncing using waveforms. When recording sound on the Zoom F6 mixer or any other separate recording device, you will end up with what we call separate sound. That is, you will have a folder full of sound files and a different folder full of video files. You will need to sync these separate files in post. One of the ways you can do this is using Resolve's auto sync using waveforms function. The way Resolve does this is by analysing the waveforms on your sound files and your video files and simply aligning the two waveforms. So in order for Resolve to do this, it must have an audio waveform on your sound files, obviously, but also it needs an audio waveform on your video files. This doesn't have to be a well-recorded waveform, but it does need to be there. We'll show you how to do this now. To ensure that you have a waveform on your video files, you must turn on the internal camera mic, or top mic as we call them, and ensure that it has a reasonable level. So on the Sony cameras, the top mic is built into the handle, just here, and on the Blackmagic cameras, it's on the top of the camera body, just underneath this viewfinder. To turn on the top mic on the Blackmagic camera, press the menu button on the side, and again, with the touch screen, select the audio page. Ensure the settings on the top are set to camera left and camera right. We need to ensure that the right channel and the left channel is both recording from the camera. With the level controls underneath, set your left channel control determined by the environment or your dialogue, and set the right channel control slightly lower than the left one. On the Sony FX6, you go into the menu using the short press menu option. Then you will have to scroll to page 3 of 10 to the audio page. Ensure the source is set to internal mic on channel 1 and 2. So this is a touch screen, so if you want to change the source, you can press the screen and you get the different options there. To set the levels on the Sony camera, flip down the little side door, make sure the switches are set to manual. On the Sony camera, the mic is a mono microphone. Only the channel control for channel 1 will have any effect on the level. So with the Sony, you can't separate the two level controls, therefore you can't have two different audio levels. With the FS5, you press the main menu button, then navigate down to the audio menu, select audio, then select channel 1 input select and set that to internal mic. And the same with channel 2 input select, also set to internal mic. Then come out of the menus to the side of the camera, open the little door, make sure the switches are set to manual, then you can use the level control to set your level determined again by your environment or your dialogue. Again with the FS5 we only have a mono microphone, so only channel 1 input control will have any effect on the level. Look out for the video on how to sync your separate sound and video in post using Resolve's auto sync function. Thanks for watching. Please see our University of Bristol FTV YouTube site for all our in-house technical training videos, plus more curated playlists. Thank you.